how I lost everything. My dream job, making $120,000 a year. Friends, family, and how I got naked pictures of me on the internet everywhere without me doing it. Part 4, let's talk about it. Sorry guys, I'm a little late today because I'm pulling out nails out of my tires because I'm getting hit hard. You know, when you're dealing with bullies, these types of bullies, they'll do absolutely anything not for somebody to speak the truth, right? So I'm getting hit hard, guys. So let's just keep going. And I do want to say this. This is TikTok. This is my story, and this is how I see it. And I have suffered a lot from the actions of this job. You know, after putting my notice in, I had lost so many jobs, you know, going to that bar Bunkers, and they were closed on Sundays, and I went in and I basically, they made me be a server, and I've been bartending forever. They made me be a server for like 4 months because they didn't want their top dog to get upset. So I did that to show faith, and I finally got to the bar. I opened up Sundays for them, and I did it all alone because that's what I did at Wings, and I was a hit. I mean, one day I brought in over $8,000 by myself. I mean, that's a lot of money by yourself at a bar. That's great money. And they eventually let me go as well. I can't help but think that that was all part of a plan for me to be, you know, recruited, because I was recruited. She tried to get me to work for her for over 2 years. She came every Sunday to my bar, and the general manager of that bar, and I thought was a really good friend of mine after 2 years. So of course I went with her, and it was all for helping her and building that bar and opening up on Sundays. And I did. I did it. I showed them how it's done. Then about 3 of the Sundays that I opened, then I was let go. So can't help but think that that has something to do with it. I know that general manager has her own issues going on, and you know, I wish her the best, but you didn't have to do me that way either. But we're not on that. Then I go to a bar closer to my house because I'm a country girl. I live an hour away, and I get let go there. I go to another bar, and I'm so humiliated because people are coming into that bar asking me why I never told them and how much. And ew. You know, for a woman that has changed her life completely around 6 years ago, I'll be damned if you guys tear my character like that. Maybe before 6 years ago, you can call me all those things, but not after I put the work in and changed. Not now. So these particular owners of the bar that I was at, they called, and that, like I said, when I was at Bunkers, that manager I thought was my friend. I had served her for over 2 years at my other bar, and went with her, of course, and I think the rumors eventually got to her as well. I think she eventually just started believing it. I can't really understand because I just lost the job. I went in one day and they said, bye, you go. And actually she told me, she said, you just need to go find somewhere better. And I said, well, what are you going to tell everybody that I've brought here from that other bar? Because I've opened up a Sunday and I've brought everybody here, like hundreds of people. And she said, you know what, I was thinking about that on my way in, and I don't know yet. I'll figure that out. And I'm just like, my jaw hits the floor again. But I was already so beat up, you know. Being at that bar with those bullies for 3 years has really messed me up. It has done something to my psyche. You know, I never understood why they just wouldn't like me. You know, if they would have just paired with me, we could have made so much more money, you know? And just to think that I was like the lowest totem pole, like I was the lowest there. And that's what I made. You know, bringing awareness to bullies is huge to me, because I didn't get out of bed for a month. I was in a very, very dark spot. Then when I finally felt better to start like working, building up another bar, I get fired. And she's the one that told me that somebody called twice. Not once, but twice. And that the second one went straight to the owner. And yeah, I don't know what was said, but she flat out admitted it. So word from word, like that's what she said. One thing about me is I've been through hell, and I'm not out here trying to hurt people. I want to bring awareness to everything, because we're better together and we're stronger together. And I don't really understand why a lot of people's not getting that in many aspects. But the bulliness got to be so bad where I was scared to go to work after that meeting. I mean, of course, I put my notice in quickly. But after that, I went to a bar about a mile up the road. I was scared. I was scared. I've been scared I'm not really scared now, but I just pulled out nails out of my tire. So these owners, you know, all you guys had to do is just support me. Or even once, if you really believed all those things, if you really thought I was selling drugs, if you really thought I was prostituting, if you really thought I was all those things after those many years that I worked for you, why didn't you care enough about me to pull me to the side or get me help or any of those things, right? Like, if I cared for somebody and if they worked for me for that many years, and if that was being said about me, I would do whatever I can to help that person, you know? But to know that they know that that shit wasn't true, it's just a whole nother level for me, man. You know, I don't know what I got to do to get the truth out there, but everybody unfriended me on Facebook. I couldn't get a job. I mean, if it wasn't for D-Love at Love's Whiskey Barrel, I would not be able to pay my bills. I went from making $12,000 a month to making less than $2,000. I'm barely making my bills, but I saved a lot of money when I was at that bar. So, you know, I'll turn this around and we'll get it going. We'll get everything back. We're not going to lose nothing over this. We're not, you know. We don't, you know, I have God on my side, and I didn't do these people wrong. And, you know, this manager, or this owner, the wife, I mean, she hired somebody that in the middle of her shift was flashing people, men going down her pants. This is all on camera. They fired her. Then they hired her back. Or I took that girl's position, right? I guess it was 4 years ago. Then about 3 or 4 months later, because she kept coming in crying and boo-hooing and this and that, they hire her back. Then I got to get bullied by this girl because she blamed me for taking her job when I was at a bar in Beaver Creek for over 2 years and came there. I didn't even know. I mean, I didn't take this girl's job. And, but I honestly think the owners probably played me like that. They love drama. You know, for the money that they have and the power that they have, they could be helping so many people in the community. They could feed the homeless. The things that they could do are astronomical. It is insane. And the things that they do is even more insane. You know, one year since they hired her back, they had to have 2 separate Christmas parties because they made it such a big deal because I was scared of this girl, right? Why are you doing this to me? I was there already 2 years at this time, and now you just degraded me for so, like, guys, thank God I'm finally able to talk, because what they took from me, I honestly didn't think I was going to get back. My bubbly self, my loving self. I was scared, timid, angry. I was not Brooke. So I'm almost out of time, and you guys, look at the messages. You can see that they're still attacking me in every way. You know, guys, leave me alone. Do the right thing, or just stop bullying people. You guys are old. And, like, millionaires, go do something. Like, go read a book. Leave me alone.